Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, let's introduce myself. My name is Sisca Winda Arista. I'm from 5th semester of Islamic University Majapahit, Mojokerto. Okay, at present is considered to be an inevitable part of general and specific education for people all over the world. English has become not only an international language but also a global language. Nowadays, a language which is communicated in every part of the world. Saya rasa kalian semua sudah tahu itu. Jadi kali ini kita akan membahas tentang ESP Vocabulary Teaching at the Vocational Secondary School of Furniture Industry. The aim of this thesis is to display how to teach English vocabulary for specific purpose or ESP at the Technical Secondary School of Furniture Industry. Ya, jadi dari tesis yang saya baca, jadi tujuan dari vocabulary teaching at the Vocational Secondary School of Furniture Industry itu untuk mengajarkan gimana sih tujuan dari English itu diajarkan di sekolahan itu. Jadi the focus is to find out the best way how to motivate mostly teenage students for learning special wood or furniture industry vocabulary and how to teach them with the best effect. Oke, pengetahuan ini dapat membantu mereka beradaptasi dengan mudah pada lingkungan kerja baru dan memenuhi persyaratan pemberi kerja asing. The target group discussed includes adolescent vocational students between 15 and 20 years old. It is not easy to learn English in this problematic age. It focuses on vocational students with a lot of motivation and some learning difficulties with acquiring English. There is an increasing among students with the different disabilities nowadays, example dyslexia, dysgraphia, mental problems or psychological barriers which can negatively influence the process of learning. To avoid these factors, we want to choose the efficient teaching strategy for learners taking into consideration various aspects resulting from the specific needs. One of the ways is incorporation of the special terminology English for specific purpose or ESP into the normal English lesson. And teaching should be based on friendly but demanding atmosphere with the appropriate space for games and talking. Okay, let's move on to the teaching method. Teaching method vocabulary has not always been considered as an important part of second language teaching because much more attention has been paid to teaching grammatical and phonological structure. There is a short review of some linguistic approaches that appeared during the 20th century. First, grammar translation method. The primary aim is to be able to read different text written in the target language, and vocabulary is presented in the form of isolated words. Grammatical accuracy is more important than the ability to communicate. However, in a foreign language without intention to communicate or write. Okay, second, direct method. The aim of direct method or DM is to think in the target language, and as a result of this, to develop a good communication ability. Spoken word is emphasis and is considered to be a primary form of language. Third, audiolingual method, learning through audiolingual method, or ALM or ELM, means forming habits. The method is based on teaching drills of sentence pattern and their pronunciation. The main aim was to create a communicative ability of learners in a short time and make a response habitual and mostly automatic. And the next is text-based learning or text-based learning. Tasks are often the central part of the practical learning activity. The main idea of text-based learning or TBL is that students study more effectively when their brain is occupied with a specific task or topic overall. Besides a concentration of language, it's a grammar or vocabulary, also another practice experience. Then the total physical response method. The main aim is to decrease stress in speaking, make lessons more enjoyable, and encourage students to feel more comfortable and successful. This method is convenient for beginners of all age, but generally it is a rather supportive and requires cooperation with other methods. And many other methods like suggestive teaching approaches, lexical approaches, communicative approaches, and electric approaches. But then the teachers have to deal with the problem how also an effective way of teaching vocabulary can be incorporated into lessons. Besides the stress put on the teaching grammar. Okay, there are many rules in ESP like vocabulary, teaching, selecting vocabulary, presenting vocabulary, and the others. And generally speaking, vocabulary practice in divided into controlled and free. Controlled practice has to come first. Because controlled activities require the students to produce a certain structure and they practice accurate and fix the pattern. Okay, the second phase, which demands productive use of vocabulary, is free practice. The specialist point out the usage of free practice in the class, and the most important part is the role teacher and students, because without teacher the student cannot learn well, and without students the teacher knowledge will useless. Okay, ESP has a planning lesson like RPP, and there are many steps to do the maximal results. And the theoretical part is devoted to the brief summary of general principles of vocabulary teaching and emphasis the specific factor in teaching ESP vocabulary. And then the main aim is to find out the best way how to motivate mostly teenage students for learning words or furniture vocabulary, and how to teach them with the best effect. And then the stress is put predominantly on the practical part and appendix, which is actually a small textbook containing a set of topics chosen intentionally as the most important in the wood or furniture industry. Okay, then the main goal is to demonstrate vocabulary teaching in the broad variety of practical exercise with the visual presentation to remember the new word more actively. Teaching material has become a part of school educational program at the vocational secondary school. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoy with my explanation. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share our YouTube channel. See you on my next video. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.